Actually, Rosemary is a star because they don't have Wi-Fi where she is, so she takes a trip around town and finds Wi-Fi at some cafe or something, and she sits there in the car, and that's how she does her Zoom. So where there's a will,
well done.
oh, well
Hello,
done,
Sean.
Rosemary. Hello,
Hello.
Sean.
Hello,
Hello,
Sean.
Hello, Josh. Here.
Hi, John.
Hi, Josh here.
Okay, just getting everything set up. There we go.
Hello, Cesar.
Hello, Cesar.
Hi, Caesar.
Hi.
Okay, right. Welcome, everybody. It's our monthly ADT. Again, these months seem to be going past way too rapidly at the moment, but it's good. And we're all looking young, fit, and healthy on this group, which is what I like to see. And we're looking forward to some really good talks this afternoon and some good sessions. Just a little bit of housekeeping. I am going to mute everybody as we start, as we get going. And then those speakers, if they can just unmute themselves. But before we do that, I'm just looking to see, do we have any guests in the house today? We've got people still coming on. We've got other teams joining us. It's good to see you guys, Eddie and Cesar, and all the other Old Faithful teams. And I'm not too sure if there's anybody else coming along. But what I'm going to do, as I said, I'm just going to, Cesar, do you need me to share screen or not? You don't need to share a screen share.
Yes, please, because I'm doing the presentation.
Okay. All right, done. Okay, so I'm going to mute everybody and mute all. Perfect. Right. As we all know, this is the #1 business in the world. It is the #1 business in South Africa right now. And after being around for 50 years, I think we could say we're fairly qualified in what we do. And because of the way this situation is right now, with COVID and all the rest, there's a lot of people looking for an opportunity and a way to make not only extra money, but sometimes they're actually looking for a way to make some money because they've lost their jobs, they've lost their business, they've lost almost everything. And hopefully the only thing they haven't lost is hope. And to show us how amazing and simple and easy this business is, we are going to invite one of our really qualified, highly qualified international business people. And I know by day she is a medical doctor, and by in between, she's a passionate nutrition expert and near-life expert. So Dr. Cesar Nombesi, can you show us how this business works, please? Take it away. Please unmute yourself.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I just thought that it would be good to remind us all of what we as a team stand for. And there is our Eagle Team mission, for those of you who haven't read it ever, or who have forgotten what it's all about. Our mission is to enrich the lives of others in terms of health, wealth, and happiness, and to create the environment for personal growth for those who have the courage to pursue their dream within a free enterprise environment or system. And I've actually highlighted the words that ring true to what we stand for. Now, that is the status quo in the world today. There are queues waiting for the other way of life. And what our business is all about is fundamental lifestyle change. So all I can say is our mission means we have work to do. Whereas other people may have lost work, we will never lose our work in our business. But what is wrong? All right. And over the past many years, I personally have seen that there's been changes in the disease profiles. And as a result, there are more and more medications out there to manage more and more diseases than ever before. And I just want also at this juncture to remind you of the vision of Neolife, which is to end the trend of chronic disease. So let's get back to the basics. And what are those? What we eat is in reality very, very important, because it is seen that over 75% of all chronic diseases are preventable. And nutrition is actually a critical determinant of the immune response or immune responses. And malnutrition is the most common cause of immunodeficiency. And those little green things flying around are viruses. And we all know what has happened recently. And we in Neolife have been shouting as loudly as we can that it all boils down to how strong your immune system is. So now, for the guests on the call, you need to ask yourselves, why do you get involved? Why do you associate yourself with us? Okay, perhaps you might have children that you need to educate. You might want to upgrade your home or car, or like many of us who love holidays, you might just want a holiday and opportunity to travel. And after we've talked about the changes in the world, yes, income has shrunk. So you might want to make an income stream or some income streams. And for ladies out there, who wouldn't want time freedom? I'm one of those who would love to have a lot of time freedom. So you are there. What you need to do is to say yes to the person who's invited you and associate with Neolife. Neolife has been around for over 60 years. It's in more than 50 countries. We have a scientific advisory board and we have awesome products. And that's the core and the backbone of our business. But a bit of history, it actually started with a dream. And this gentleman was a very sickly person in his young days as a child. And he remembered at the age of 19 what actually turned his life around and started the company called Neolife. It was established in America in 1958, came to South Africa in 1971. And it is built on some core values: absolute honesty and integrity. People are number one. Products that work. It's an equal opportunity for all. And one who is part of it has to have a long-range vision. That is so crucial. So that's how it has moved through the world, and we are really proud of it. And everything that we have is backed up by a board of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, started by Dr. Arthur First, who was a notable toxicologist, pharmacologist, and cancer researcher. So those are our products. We have a range of stunning, stunning home care products. We also have personal care products that are amazing. And we have skin care. And obviously the biggest range is the nutrition range. So now you ask yourself, why should I use these ones? What's the difference between what you are showing me and the ones out there in the shops? Well, that's the beauty of it, because you soon discover that what we are offering is of the best quality. It is totally non-toxic, and it will help you to preserve the environment. And as a result of all that, you can create an income if you are willing to share. And that's the key. So I'm now going to talk about the money aspect of it. health is very much like money. We can never know its true value until it is lost. And you don't really want to get to that stage where you lose your health and then spend all your money buying it back. So that's what our long-range vision part of it comes in. But it doesn't matter, at whatever age you start, that's good. Wherever you start, you remember that you are in business primarily for yourself, and you have to ask yourself why you are joining our family, but you are never by yourself. You always have people around you to support you, and Neolife gives amazing support. It deals with all the logistics, the distribution. They'll help you with the ordering. The systems are in place for ordering. You get literature. You get awesome products, obviously, but this is what sets us apart. You get your own website. That is totally amazing. And then there are other things to support that website, like the TNL app. And then when you are eligible for a bonus payment, which I'm going to show you shortly, they will pay you on time, every time. Eddie and I have been in the business for over 20 years now, and there has never been a time when we were due to get a bonus that we didn't get that bonus. And we are so, so grateful for it, because it has made a lot of our dreams come true. And it's still in the process of doing that. So remember your why. And your why is the one that is going to make you do the basics in the business, which are what we call the 3 daily success habits. Okay, habit number 1, change your shopping habits. You know, it looks simple, but we also know the grasp that tradition can have on people. And so we are so aware about that, that we actually take time to educate. And this is part of that education process. But yes, use the products yourself. You can never talk about them if you don't know how they work. So let's say you start with what we call 100 points. Remember, I showed you that we are in so many markets that 100 points translates to between 1,600 and 2,000 Rand for the guests. It's not much if you consider what you are currently buying in the form of your detergents, your skincare, and your food, okay? So it's relative, but yeah, that's something that you need to learn about. Then the next thing is to share the business opportunity. And what is the business opportunity? It is enabling your friends and family to also use the products at the best price possible, and to be able to share with other people as well. So let's say you have been very, very teachable and have shared with all those people, and you've told them that all you need to do is use the product yourself. So everybody is doing that. Now, you are 7 in that little group, all of you doing 100 points. That is 700 points of usage. Now, you who started that group over there in the middle, you can potentially earn about 700 Rand for sharing with other people. Now, that will take care of your expenses as regards airtime, phone calls, maybe if there's a little bit of travel that you need to do. But then you encourage your team to do the same, exactly the same as you. Invite people and share the opportunity. And that's one friend who has listened to you very well and has done exactly the same. So now the team has grown. It has literally doubled, and so does your income. And listen, you can get 100% pay rise very, very quickly. That doesn't happen on a job. Right, so let's say now, over the coming months, we estimate at about 6 to 12 months, it should be possible to talk to enough people, your 6 friends, to do exactly the same thing. And now the team has grown sufficiently for you to turn over 4,000 points as a group. Now, you who starts that group can potentially earn average of 10,000 Rand or more. It can actually be more than that. And that is a very good income. Now look at that. The next thing to do is to share the products, because as you are sharing the business opportunity, some people will say, hey, I would rather first start with testing these products and seeing whether what you're telling me is actually a fact. So you get a few customers, and we recommend that you don't overload yourself with customers, because otherwise it will take away the core of the business, which is to share the business opportunity. But it's up to you, it's your business. So on each customer, you actually get a 20% profit, which is good, really good money. So the next thing is personal development. And remember, my opening slide was about the Eagle team. We are in this meeting, it's an Eagle team meeting. We are all in the Eagle team. And the Eagle team was established by Charlie and Alta to encourage us with training, support, and personal development. So now, in summary, everybody who gets started starts as a distributor. That's somebody who does 100 points. You can do more than that. And I would encourage more than that. But when you step up to manager, that means you're either doing 250 points on your own, or you have actually got friends around you and all of you have done at least a minimum of 100, and collectively you've done 500 points. Then you'll be stepping up to manager. Then senior manager is quite a long step, and we encourage you not to stay there too long if you can. Senior manager, as a qualified senior manager, stretches from 1,000 points altogether all the way to 3,999 points. The minute you hit 4,000 points and more, you are what we call a director. Now, I want you to look at this word and call it a goal post. And for the guests, and if you're going to sign up and get started, this is where you want to head to, director, because every other level above that has director following it. So this is the primary step, the primary major goal that will enable you to start earning figures that you can see on the right-hand side of the slide. So it's actually very, very exciting. And all along this journey, you're learning, you're growing, you're making amazing relationships. And once you get to the Sapphire Director step, you start traveling as well. Well, COVID has come in the way, but those of us who are World Team are looking forward to a lot of exciting things, and we have had a lot of exciting things in the past. Yeah, so you'll get to hear all that news as you get started. So remember one thing: if you do what you have always done, you will get what you have always got. But to change, and I beg you, please consider change. It is the only constant. We used to do these meetings face to face on a Saturday afternoon, and we could give each other hugs, but we had to change because change happened in the world. So you need to do today what others won't, so that you can do tomorrow what others can't. So what is your next step, you might be asking? It's actually very simple. Please stay around for the rest of the meeting and learn some more. But to get started, speak to the person that's invited you to this meeting and fill in the application form. You can now do it online. Yay, it's actually quite exciting. Or you can meet over a cup of tea and do it manually. You can send it in even by WhatsApp and make your payment. There are different kits that you'll be told about, and you are good to go. So That is our mission, the corporate mission, to make the world a healthier and happier place. And it will always start with you making the right choice. That's the end of the presentation. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you, Cesar. Yes. And I do believe this is the business of the future because it is so simple, so easy, but it is a business and it requires work and it requires your input. So thank you, Cesar. And from a personal perspective, I can tell you that not only are the products amazing, they have made huge differences in my life, but the personal development has been priceless for me because a few years ago, there's no way I would be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Not only online, but also in person. So this business has literally been life-changing for me. Right, as I said, there's a couple of basic things that we need to do in this business. And the first one, step number one, is to use your own products. This sounds like a natural thing and a logical thing, but sadly, a lot of people don't actually do that. So we're going to get somebody who, again, is well experienced in this and has been a distributor for a while. Barry, can you tell us why is step one of our business plan, the own usage, so important? Please let us know. Please unmute yourself and share with us.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. And as we've just heard how to join the business, I would just like to further emphasize on the first of the 3 daily success habits, and that's use the product. You can't join a business and not use the product. It just doesn't physically work that way. To use the product is the best way to learn how to not only expose yourself, but to help others realize that they've got to change their shopping habits to be able to realize the importance and how fantastic these products are. A lot of people go into the shops and you've seen them, they buy toxic chemicals or they buy artificial nutrients. Our products are eco-friendly, they are non-toxic, they're biodegradable. And that is one of the main reasons why we have to use our products, because so many people in this world, kids are getting sicker younger than what you and I did when we were teenagers. We didn't worry about so much of the problems that a lot of teenagers have today. So this is a very important thing. I've put a word together called team. And I just want to go through it. T is talk. By using your own products, you get believability in the products, and you can therefore share the products with confidence and assurance. When you share with customers and distributors, you will then speak from the heart. And I say that because once you start using the various products, you will actually see the difference that comes upon people. The second word I want to use is E, enthusiastic. Again, by using the products, you become enthusiastic and confident because you have first-hand experience in the products. And again, I must emphasize how important it is to use these products from a health-wise perspective. The third word is A, ambassador. And by using the products, you become an ambassador of Neolife. The more you speak the good news, the more your PV and business will grow. And lastly, M, which is master. By using the products, you will master product knowledge, and thus you can share the product and the opportunity. And it is, I've been in the business a while now, and I've realized that using the products is the most important fundamental part of the business. Because if you don't know the products and you want to share the opportunity or share the products because someone doesn't want to join the business, you've got to know what you're talking about. And by doing that, I've found my personal testimonies has been a door open to a lot of and eyebrows lifted when you hear your testimony. And I'd like to share my testimony today because when I first joined here, I suffered from cholesterol problems. And I was forever going to the doctor, and the doctor wanted to put me on all sorts of medication. And I refused because a lot of people, or certain people, told me once you go onto prescription drugs, you can't come off them, especially when it comes to cholesterol and that. And when I joined, the first thing I found was a product called Lithotropic, which is designed to health for more health heart problems. And when I first started, I thought, I'm going to test this product and see how it goes. So what I did is I went to the doctor and I got a blood test, cholesterol test. And I was quite shocked we're not really shocked because I knew my cholesterol was high. But at that time, it was reading at 7.3, which is not good. You're heading for a good heart attack if you carried on down that line. So I started taking Lithotropic. Started off as prescribed on the bottle, and I increased it by 2-3 capsules at a time. And after a month, I decided to test myself again, which I did. I went and had another cholesterol test. And I was surprised that the second test had dropped from 7.3 down to 6.1. So I was really excited about this. So I continued. And I thought, well, I'm going to go again. And after a further month, I went and had another test. And I kid you not, it had actually dropped to 4.3. And ever since then, it's sat at 4.3 to 5.1. And I know it's because of the Lithotropic. So that was a real goalpost for me, and it really excited me when that happened to me. The other one I want to share with you is a full motion. I used to work with my hands a lot, and I used to wake up with quite a stiff hand and stiff joints and everything. And I started taking the full motion, coupled with CalMag and the omega-3s. And again, the results were phenomenal. I can wake up in the morning now and I can move my hands as if nothing had ever happened. So yes, I really encourage people, use the products. You're not wasting money, you're actually saving money. And you will notice the difference. It might take you one day, it might take you a month, but I guarantee you will see the difference in the product. So yeah, I am a big product believer, I really am. And that's my story. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Barry. Yes. This is a part that has always impressed me with this company, is that there are a lot of companies, there's a lot of hype and a lot of stories, but these products work. You can see it, you can feel it, you can understand it straight away. Doesn't require anybody trying to convince you about how effective the products are. And there are hundreds of stories similar to what Barry's given us now. And even I've got a story as well, but I won't share that right now. Busi Kumalo, I know you've got a story on vitamin E. Are you able to share that with us in about 3 minutes? Busi?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I will.
Great stuff. Go for it.
I think back to 2008, I had trouble conceiving. I actually had about four miscarriages, but I took other nutrients like vitamins. I took salmon oil. I took Formula 4 and the Formula 4 and other nutrients, the basic, the everyday nutrients that I took. And remember, Linda advised that I should take vitamin E and with gem oil. It could help me with my pregnancies. And I did take those. I took vitamin E and with gem oil. And for sure, I got my first daughter in 2012. And just after, I think I started taking them in 2011, and 2012 January, I got my daughter. And I still continued with these, I didn't stop. So when she was 4 months, I got pregnant again. Like I got pregnant with the second baby who was born a year later, like in February 2013. So I will testify that with gem oil and vitamin E oil helped me through my journey of conceiving and through the pregnancies.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Yeah, these products are potent. And while we do not make any medical claims, we do not promote them as being a medical cure or anything. If we give our bodies the correct tools, our bodies can do amazing things on their own, because nature has a way of healing and protecting itself. And all of these products are made from food that is found in nature. So all we're doing is giving our bodies tools that they need to do the magic. We don't have to promote any magical cures. We don't have to promote anything that says these products can heal a problem or anything like that. Our bodies would take care of all of those things given the correct tools. We've got about 2 minutes left right now. So I think what I'm going to do is we are going to cut for now. So just a little bit of housekeeping once again. Unfortunately, with Zoom, we've got only 40 minutes at a time. So we're going to cut this section. Give me a few minutes or a minute or so just to get the recordings going and sort it out. And then please sign back in again and sign straight back in again, and we'll get up and running again shortly. So I'm going to end this for now.